Imagine it's 1987. The world is a different place. In a luxury office in New York, a young, gold-haired billionaire sits down for a TV interview. He isn't a politician yet, he is just a builder. But when he speaks, he says something that shocks the world. He talks about a country called Iran. He talks about how America is being laughed at. 40 years later, that same man is sitting in the Oval Office as the 47th President of the United States. Today, we aren't talking about news. We are talking about the soul of a man who waited 40 years to prove a point. This is the story of Donald Trump, the man who never changed. Back then, Trump wasn't talking about walls or slogans. He was talking about respect. In his famous 1987 interview, he looked into the camera and warned America. He said, "I'm tired of seeing our country ripped off." He pointed his finger at the Middle East, specifically Iran. He said America was protecting everyone else's oil for free while losing its own wealth. He called for toughness. People laughed. They thought he was just a loud businessman from Queens. But inside that expensive suit, a fire was burning. He saw a future that no one else saw. He saw an America that had lost its way. But who is Donald Trump, really? To some, he is a hero, a man who speaks the truth others are too afraid to say. They see a father who built an empire and a leader who put his country first. But to others, he is a storm. They see a man whose words are like fire, burning down traditions and causing chaos. This is the complexity of Trump. He is a man of gold towers and loud rallies. He is a man who was insulted, sued, and even shot at, but he keeps standing. He has a gift for making friends out of enemies and enemies out of friends. Whether you love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him. You can try to bury him, but he only grows stronger in the dirt. Now let's fast forward to today. The young billionaire is now a two-time president. The issues he raised 40 years ago about Iran are now on his desk in the White House. He isn't just talking about it anymore, he is living it. When he looks at Iran today, he sees the same problem he saw in 1987, a challenge to American power. His strategy remains the same: peace through strength. He believes that if you aren't tough, you don't exist. This isn't just politics for him, it's a 40-year-old promise he made to himself. He is a man who spent 4 decades watching the world, waiting for the perfect moment to take the stage and finish what he started. So as we look at the world in 2026, we have to ask, is Trump a man ahead of his time or a man stuck in the past? He has won the greatest battles and faced the darkest shadows. He has changed the map of American history forever. But the biggest question isn't about his policies, it's about his legacy. Will history remember him as the man who saved the West or the man who broke it? One thing is certain, Donald Trump did exactly what he said he would do 40 years ago. He never backed down, he never stayed silent, and he never, ever changed. What do you see when you look at Trump? A savior, a villain, or just a man who kept his word? Let's discuss in the comments, because with Trump, the conversation never ends.